Stop wanting money. Wanting money is the problem. Ever since Dr. Summers' brainwave ritual, I stopped wanting money months ago, and now I make more than a doctor. And so does my wife. My wife's best friend was a congresswoman, but now the congresswoman's so jealous she won't even talk to my wife. My daughter's teacher said she had ADHD, so we used Dr. Summers' brainwave, and now my daughter's first in her class. Getting rich is easy. There's only one thing you must do. Think you know what it is? Maybe you think you need a rich dad like Donald Trump, or a business like Jeff Bezos, or a good degree like from Harvard. You might even think it's who you know, or the law of attraction like I did. But the truth is, it's none of those things. You won't even find it on Amazon, YouTube, or TV, because this one thing is sitting inside of you right now. It's a tiny brainwave that, when activated, can make you as wealthy as you want to be. This microscopic brainwave is generated by a power source in your cerebrum, evolved over 250 million years, and is so small we didn't even know what it did until recent CIA research leaked the finding, proving that we've all been ignoring the power source that's been sitting dormant inside your brain all along. So we're gonna activate this brainwave now by using Dr. Summers' 7-second ritual, because to do it, you don't need to meditate, visualize, or write anything down. You don't need surgery, expensive equipment, or to even leave your home. It's so simple that it caused leading American neuroscientist Dr. Thomas Summers to publish, "This breakthrough will rank up there with the discovery of gravity and electricity." Japanese PhDs are racing against Russia's top scientists to further the findings, but they're late. The results from NASA's largest psychology study ever has already left their team of neuroscientists stunned. But this mysterious brainwave has been rumored about for centuries. Scholars found it in Tesla's diary, Da Vinci too. Edison even invented a secret device to activate this tiny brainwave for himself. So if you can sit still for the next 2 minutes and 24 seconds, I urge you to watch this video to the end. Because right now, the private investors who funded these secret experiments are seeking an injunction in Fairfax County to have this website taken down. They claim we are, quote, using a scientific breakthrough to attract wealth in large sums. The truth is, they want this discovery to be available only to the upper echelons of politicians and government officials. So if you're thinking about coming back later, this site will most likely be gone and you'll never hear a word of this. Now, I get you might be feeling skeptical. It does sound a little too easy, but this one thing has made me wealthy beyond my wildest dreams and has now helped over 25,000 Americans and thousands more in Europe and Australia. I can't wait for you to see it now. And since I'm about to share a short but humiliating story that broke my daughter's heart, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dave Mitchell. I'm not a doctor, neuroscientist, or guru. I'm a husband and father who just wanted to give my daughter and wife a better life. But I never imagined getting rich would require my wife slapping me around. "Dave, you lost Sarah's birthday savings on the Cowboys game?" my wife yelled. "It was a sure thing. I did it for you and Sarah," I explained. Then it happened. My wife slapped me. Before I could react, I noticed Sarah was standing there motionless, unable to move. So I took her by the hand. "Sarah, come with me. I'll walk you to school today." On the walk, Sarah gazed at me with those pleading eyes. Her birthday was 2 days away. "Daddy, all I want for my birthday is that electric scooter on TV. The one big enough that we can take turns riding together." I remember the scooter. It was $399. I'd have to steal the scooter. So I looked my 6-year-old in the eye and I lied to her face. "Daddy's gonna buy you that scooter." I wanted to vomit. Walking back, I thought about my impossible task to get Sarah that scooter. Everyone laughed when I'd tried to use the law of attraction on slot machines and then on lottery tickets. They said I was lazy even when I worked 2 jobs. Imagine what they'd say now when they found out I'd lost Sarah's birthday money betting on the Cowboys. The universe hated me. I wondered how much jail time the judge would give me for stealing a scooter when thunder and rain started roaring above me. Running for cover, I slipped into the side door of a local university, completely disoriented. I was in some type of research lab when a man in a white lab coat looked at me puzzled. "Are you from the CIA?" he asked. "What? No, sorry, I was hiding from the rain." "Oh, the rain. That is some bad luck. Do you have a lot of bad luck?" There was something about the way he asked that made me spill my guts. I spoke of my daughter, my wife, my life as the universe's doormat, and how no matter what, I'd weather any storm to provide for my daughter. Although he listened politely, I expected to get kicked out of his lab. He said, "Luck can change in an instant for people who never give up." Yes, I think you might be the one. There was a long pause, as if debating whether to speak his mind. Thank God he decided yes. "Friend, my name is Dr. Thomas Summers. I have a young daughter like you. I'm a neuroscientist, and I no longer believe in coincidences. You're going to be skeptical at first of what I tell you, but you must bear with me. Do you understand? I nodded yes, and Dr. Summers continued. Last year, I was recruited into a privately funded think tank of leading neuroscientists and psychologists. The program was initiated to develop brainwaves that synchronize with money and wealth based on CIA research that won't hit the public until the year 2030. Shortly after its inception, we developed the project using brainwave technology that took about 7 minutes a day. A small group of associates found the technology could be used to attract money, often in large sums. These scientists began using the technology to pay off their debts and fill their coffers. But after one scientist showed up to work in a Porsche, he was never seen again. The investors insisted on secrecy. No one could know what we'd found. They demanded this technology only be made available to the upper echelon of politicians and government officials. To me, this was a crime against humanity. But I am prohibited from sharing this technology publicly. You are not. And I didn't know how I would wage my war until the universe chose to send you to my lab today. I couldn't believe this science quack. I was about to walk away when I pictured my daughter's eyes looking back at me. I imagined buying Sarah whatever she wanted, moving my family into a gated neighborhood, not always being worried about overdue bills or who I owed money to, a life where I wasn't always short on funds. So I stayed. I'm going to show you a world most people never see, the world of your mind. Your brain produces 4 main waves. We measure these 4 waves on an EEG machine, but for our purpose, only 2 of these waves matter, beta and theta. The beta wave is associated with daily life, being busy, stress, bad luck with your health. Beta is where your limiting beliefs are. Most employees and normal people are in a constant state of beta below their awareness, causing beta to become overactive in their life. In the lab, we called beta the slave wave. So when you hear beta, just think poor. Now, the theta wave is the opposite. It's the gateway to money. Theta is the dominant wave in creativity, intuitive insights, healing your body, effortless learning, and feelings of bliss. NASA's largest psychology study found theta increased memory almost 50% instantly. A team of Japanese PhDs found the famous flow state comes from theta. Russia's top sports scientist found theta was the bridge to bliss, and Thomas Edison invented a contraption that activated theta. He used this device to solve his hardest problems, and curiously, this was the only successful invention Edison never shared publicly. In the lab, we called theta the billionaire brainwave. So when you hear theta, just think money. Since you need more theta, you should know the power source of theta is a tiny walnut-sized region in your brain called the hippocampus. The bigger your hippocampus, the more theta you get. So what you really need is a big, thick hippocampus. But here's what the investors forced into silence. Numerous studies have found people who did not grow up wealthy had a shrunken hippocampus, dramatically reducing their theta. We kept trying to disprove this fact because it's so unfair to people who didn't grow up rich, but we failed. When wealthy people talk about keeping it in the family, they're not just talking about cash money. The wealth begins inside their brain, and then they pass it down the lineage neurologically. My parents didn't have an 8 or 9 figure net worth. Neither did yours. That means we both have this shrunken hippocampus, causing you to produce less billionaire brainwave and more slave wave. Any neuroscientist could hook your brain up to an EEG right now and see this. Because of the shrunken hippocampus effect, the slave wave hijacks your brainwaves, blocking activation of the billionaire brainwave, making it virtually impossible for you to manifest the home, the car, the boat, the travel, the body, the health, the promotion, the love, the luck, the life you've always wanted and deserve. And worse, if left untreated, the slave wave will get passed down to your kids and their kids after. The deck was stacked against you, causing the key part of your brain responsible for manifesting wealth and success to shrink before you even had a chance. So no matter how hard you try now, you're stuck broadcasting the slave wave to your wife, your daughter, your friends, and of course, the universe at large, until we give you a bigger, thicker hippocampus. Dr. Kimberly Noble's lab at Columbia University just used MRIs to publish their first study demonstrating this shrunken hippocampus effect. She's starting to pull on the thread they sealed, stashed, and stored, but she's got years to find what our massively funded team found. This is what they're hiding from you. The real reason why manifestation didn't work for you is not your fault. Years from now, this discovery will rank up there with the discovery of gravity or electricity. And your shrunken hippocampus is evidence of just how neuroplastic the hippocampus is. That means your mind's money-making machinery can transform quickly with this technology. Basically, we're going to make your brain bigger. You fix this, and money starts appearing everywhere in your life. It only takes 7 minutes. In search of the solution, we failed at first. We were looking in the wrong place. Then, new research from Kyoto University showed sound waves quickly change our gene expression and how the brain functions. So we shifted our focus. We began looking at the sound waves most revered by ancient cultures, the ones your brain hasn't been exposed to. Shamans use sound waves. So did the ancient Greeks and Native American ceremonies. Their findings compelled Da Vinci and Tesla to immerse themselves in these vibrations too. The ancients of Tuva, whose wealth had left the most studied scholars scratching their heads, even developed a bizarre sound wave called throat singing, allowing them to prosper in the harshest conditions known to man, while every one of their neighbors perished. And it makes sense. We all know the power of vibrations, which is what shapes everything in the universe. Based on this, we developed the first theta-based sound frequency that uniquely targeted the hippocampus, immediately putting it back in a highly neuroplastic state, resulting in a hippocampus that grew 6 times faster on average than every other sound wave or frequency. We then developed 3 additional sound waves, which appear even more potent, but they remain unfinished. They are my focus today. But this first sound wave is finished and extremely precise. It has 9 decimal points and hits 3 frequencies simultaneously. It begins activating your billionaire brainwave the first time you try it. This is what allowed those early scientists to attract money so effortlessly. In your hand, I am placing an iPod. The sound wave is already loaded onto it. Activating the billionaire brainwave is not complicated. Listen to this for 7 minutes a day, and the changes start happening immediately. You are now the last hope to ensure this doesn't vanish forever. I left totally stunned. It all made so much sense. No wonder I'd struggled with money. I went home and put on headphones not knowing what to expect. The sound was unlike anything I'd ever heard. It felt like I'd left my body as waves of pleasure surged through my spinal cord, transporting me into a world of euphoria. Have you ever had a gut feeling that you couldn't explain, but you just knew a shift was occurring for you? That's what it felt like. But that next day, nothing happened. And 2 measly days. That's all I had left until my Sarah's birthday. The next day, I got a second letter from those ruthless a-holes at the IRS. They magically found more money I owed them. Was I doing it wrong? Or was this whole thing BS? I just wanted to believe so bad. I started to feel foolish for even believing. I lay in bed that night, my stomach in knots, imagining Sarah's eyes as I told her Daddy had failed her again. But the next morning, it was like the fabric of reality had shifted for me. On my walk to work, I found a $100 bill crumpled in a bush. Dumb luck, I thought. But dumb luck is still luck, right? I tried to be cautious about my excitement, but then at my only sales appointment that day, I screwed up the sale. And they still bought, making me $1,800 in a single day, just in time for Sarah's birthday. You should have seen the joy on her face when I handed her that electric scooter. She kept crying out, "Daddy, I love you." Then my wife pulled me aside and said, "Dave, I'm sorry I've been acting so cruel. I want to be a better wife. And lately I've been thinking about you when you're not around, so I don't know what's gotten into you, but please keep doing it." I could feel years of tension leaving my body when my daughter whispered, "Daddy, I have a secret for you. Want to know why I wanted my scooter? So you could use it to drive to work. And then Mommy would love you again too. It worked." That was almost a year ago, and here's my life today. I made over $90,000 in commissions. I doubled that with Bitcoin, and I won a jackpot playing the slots. I bought a gorgeous 4,400 square foot home for my family in a gated neighborhood. I don't fear my wife anymore. I feel adored by her. Our love is intensely passionate, and that was before she activated her billionaire brainwave. And I'm writing this to you from an oceanside hotel in the south of France. I brought my family here for a long overdue vacation. So I think it's safe to say I've activated my billionaire brainwave just like Dr. Summers said. But in science, one transformation is not enough proof. What if the universe had just chosen me? To test the billionaire brainwave, I did something I'd never seen any gurus do. I actually tested this on a small group of friends and family and measured the results. I started the test on January 13th with 5 people in the user group. My wife was first. She lost 16 pounds without going on a diet, curing her knee and back pain, and won $8,300 on a lotto scratcher. That night, she took me out to dinner where we tried Wagyu beef for the first time together. My cousin, a first-grade teacher whose husband had just traded her in for a 22-year-old named Candy, overcame the agony of her divorce and manifested her dream man, a doctor from Cincinnati who just bought her a red Porsche convertible. My best friend, a very skeptical computer coder, got the promotion he was certain he'd be passed over for, which included a $40,000 signing bonus and company credit card. A coworker, struggling with his sales and a liver problem, cured his liver and won his sales contest, sending him and his family on a vacation to Waikiki Beach in Hawaii where they randomly met Jason Momoa. But I saved the best for last, my daughter Sarah. Sarah now has 3 best friends at school and the teacher says she's the brightest girl in class. What truly amazed me is all this happened in 6 weeks, and I didn't even tell you the wildest part. The day I started this test was January 13th, which was Friday the 13th, and that didn't even matter. It's like no string of bad luck, no generational curse, no bad karma could withstand somebody who'd finally activated the billionaire brainwave that's waiting to be activated inside of you right now. What more could you want? Now that it's given me the life I've always dreamt of, I knew I had to honor Dr. Summers' last request and share this with the public. Introducing the first theta-based sound frequency developed by the top neuroscientists and psychologists, proven to uniquely target your hippocampus and activate your billionaire brainwave. And my favorite part is it's effortless and begins working the first time you try it. While other people are working 8 to 12-hour shifts or spending $75,000 on a master's degree so they can move one rung up the corporate ladder, you can just lay back with a set of headphones for 7 minutes and let the money come to you, all by harnessing the power of the top neuroscientists and psychologists in America. Most people will spend their time trying everything under the sun to get wealthy. They'll try starting a business or working 2 jobs. They'll try their luck at the casino or the lottery or gambling on crypto. Other people who are more tuned in will try to manifest with the law of attraction or affirmations. I tried all of those things, and I've learned they don't work until the real root cause is fixed and your billionaire brainwave is activated too. I don't want you to spend years suffering like I did. And look at me now. I'm with my beautiful family, writing to you from the south of France, a place normally reserved for billionaires and celebrities, which is why I'm so thrilled to share the billionaire brainwave with you today. I know how it feels to struggle so hard just to make ends meet with no end in sight, working so hard just to feel like you're drowning in a pile of bills and debt. And I know firsthand how it's almost impossible to get ahead, no matter how hard you hustle anyway. Something always comes up that keeps you broke. A car repair here, medical fee there, and I haven't even mentioned inflation. It's not your fault the deck was stacked against you before you even had a chance. But now you've seen the billionaire brainwave inside of you. And since its release, the billionaire brainwave has helped literally thousands of people around the world attract money, abundance, and transform their lives just by activating it. And because the hippocampus is growing, you'll accelerate your body's healing. You'll tap into your intuition easier, allowing your deepest desires to manifest sooner to you. You might even feel like a higher intelligence is by your side, helping you solve the most difficult problems. Plus, you'll be safer. A healthy hippocampus has been shown to fight age-related dementia. Many customers report that their entire household is reaping the benefits, reporting their children's grades going up with less studying and coming into extra money they can use to help out family members. Every day, I receive more letters from customers reporting they finally got a raise or won their dream job. Others find the love they've been searching years for in just weeks or months. When I read these letters, I know I'm here on Earth for a reason, to help people activate the billionaire brainwave so the money and good luck start pouring in. People like Emma, a nurse from Santa Ana, California, who wrote me and said, "My family was cursed. That's what everyone said. My little house had been for sale for months with no buyers, and I couldn't take my job anymore. After the first 3 days of listening to the billionaire brainwave, I don't know why, but I quit my job. It just felt right. The next day, I got an offer on my house 10% above the asking price. Then I won $16,000 at the tracks in a week. I bought a rental property and I'm earning an extra $3,000 to $4,000 a month in passive income. I don't need to work anymore. I'm taking the trip to Egypt and Greece I've always wanted. I feel so lucky. I broke my family curse, and I'm sharing this with my family now." Or Michael, a former policeman turned home business owner from Stuart, Florida, who wrote me and said, "I started listening to the billionaire brainwave, and for the past 5 days, I got 4 new clients. That's 1 client a day. I used to have 1 client a month, so this has been such a crazy journey. I've become friends with several wealthy people from Palm Beach, and one of them has offered to put me on TV to promote my new business." Or Monica, an artist from Manhattan, who wrote, "Since discovering the billionaire brainwave, I manifested my dream life. New penthouse, multiple 6 figures, and more. I went from buried in debt, paycheck to paycheck in a cramped studio apartment with no one paying attention to my artwork. This year, I have sold more art than I can imagine. My income is now 20 times what it used to be, and my penthouse overlooks the skyline. I've lost 18 pounds, and I bought my dream Tesla. I love life now, and I wish the best for you." So right now, you're probably wondering, this sounds great, but how exactly do I use the billionaire brainwave? It's so simple. Here's what you do. After you wake up in the morning, sit down with a cup of coffee or breakfast or whatever you have in the morning. Put on a pair of headphones or earbuds and press play on your smartphone or computer. Listen to the theta-based sound wave for 7 minutes. We've already programmed all this for you. And then go enjoy your day. It's really that easy. From there, you simply let your billionaire brainwave do its thing. Soon, you'll start to see money, wealth, and the most incredible opportunities begin to flow into your life. Just like it did for me and my family and our test group of users, and now the thousands of others in over 70 countries who've tested the billionaire brainwave since. I want to caution you, if you're seeing this webpage, that means you can still secure your copy of the billionaire brainwave, because I really don't know how much longer this webpage is going to be online. And I'm telling you this because this site is the only place you can get the billionaire brainwave. The investors that privately funded the original think tank know about this website. They're attempting to shut this site down and have succeeded twice so far. Their Manhattan attorneys are quietly seeking an injunction from a judge in Fairfax County, which would put the billionaire brainwave back under lock and key, away from normal people like me and you. So I don't know how much longer this site will remain online. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I will not put my family at risk. So if you even think you want the billionaire brainwave, and who wouldn't, I urge you not to close out of this page until you've secured your copy of the billionaire brainwave. Let me get this out of the way. I'm not doing this for money. Every day now, I have more money than the day before. I'm doing this because it was my Dr. Summers' final request that I share this with you. And I remember what it's like to have your head barely above water, feeling like you could drown any day now. There's no reason why anyone needs to suffer anymore. Everyone should be able to activate their billionaire brainwave and attract money now, which is why I'm not going to ask you to fork over a bunch of money just to get your copy of the billionaire brainwave. And I'm not going to limit the amount of time you can keep the billionaire brainwave either. It'll stay with you and your family forever. What would it be worth if you could attract money effortlessly? If incredible opportunities kept coming to you? If you and your family were one of the lucky ones, blessed with money, wealth, and health? Numerous people have told me I should charge $10,000 for these tracks. But I'm not in this for the money. I want to honor the incredible risk that Dr. Summers took securing this for normal people like me and you. I'm doing this to get it out to as many people as possible before the investors' high-powered attorneys bend the legal system to their will and force me to shut down this website. And charging what the experts tell me to charge would disqualify the people I want to help. So you won't be investing $10,000 today to get these tracks. You won't invest $5,000 or even $1,000. You won't even pay $100. In fact, I'm not even interested in making a profit on this. All I ask is that you cover the expenses it takes to create the tracks and run this website. So you'll get instant access to everything for pitching in just $49. But that's not all. Because you've made it this far, it's obvious you're serious about having the money and freedom to enjoy the life of your dreams starting today, which is why I want to let you have everything right now at a special price available only through this video on this page today. So I'd like to offer you the Billionaire Brainwave for just $39. That's another $10 off. And all I ask in return is you consider sending me a success story as you begin to experience the life-changing transformation that so many of our customers are now experiencing. All you have to do is click the button below. Once you've hit the Order Now button below, you'll be taken to our 100% safe and secure checkout page, where you'll enter your order information and credit card number. The order form is fully protected using the very latest 256-bit SSL encryption for total privacy and protection. It's the same security that major e-commerce giants like Amazon.com use. And as soon as you hit Submit, your digital audio track will be emailed to you immediately, which means you save another $9 since there's no shipping fees. And you don't have to wait for a physical package to be mailed to your house. And that's not all you'll get when you place your order today. Because you're a part of the Billionaire Brainwave tribe, I've included 3 action taker bonuses for you that aren't available anywhere else. Consider these the first rewards of many you're about to receive for taking action. First is the Warren Buffett Pyramid, how to invest your new fortune into an endless money supply. More than 70% of lottery winners go broke in less than 2 years, because no one ever taught them how to turn their new fortune into an endless money supply that lasts for generations. Since I became wealthy, I've connected with top investors from all walks of life. In the Warren Buffett Triangle, I've boiled down their complex formulas into 3 simple steps you must follow to turn your new fortune into an endless money supply with the Billionaire Brainwave. Your second free bonus is called 7 Lazy Millionaire Habits. After I got wealthy, I got to spend a lot of time in private with self-made millionaires. And I noticed there were 2 types, the hardworking rich and the lazy rich. It was obvious the lazy rich were much happier, but how? So I studied and interviewed them, getting them to share their most intimate and personal wealth habits that they've never even told their kids. I compiled all of their confessions into one simple report, decoding their wealth blueprint for you so you can heighten the effects your Billionaire Brainwave brings you. Your third free bonus for checking out today is called 500 Billionaire Brainwave Success Story. This inspirational guidebook contains real stories from 500 of our customers, sharing how activating their Billionaire Brainwave attracted money, luck, and love for them. These wonderful stories, as told by customers, will serve as inspiration for you as your own deepest desires begin to come to you. And you're in luck, because today is the official release of a brand new super bonus that everyone who orders by today will receive for free. This super bonus is the Quick Cash Manifestation audio track. Sometimes we just need money now. I've been there. So this bonus sound wave is designed to attract a quick lump sum of cash in your life. It's a beautifully soothing 7-minute audio you listen to at home. And everyday customers tell me this 7-minute sound wave works much faster than the law of attraction ever did. I can't promise the same for you, but here's an example. Marianne, an Etsy seller and mother of 3 in Chattanooga, wrote, "We had an engine problem with the RAV4 and needed $1,170 to cover the fixes. I didn't have it. I didn't know where to get it, so we were all stuck at home. I listened to this 7-minute soundtrack twice a day for 3 days, and on the 3rd day, I sold my most expensive item on Etsy for a $980 profit. Another $180 sale came in an hour after. My family is so thankful for you. Plus, I just added a heartfelt new bonus for everyone who orders this week. It's called 500 Billionaire Brainwave Success Stories. This inspirational guidebook contains real stories from 500 of our customers sharing how activating their billionaire brainwave attracted money, luck, and love for them. These wonderful stories, as told by customers, will serve as inspiration for you as your own deepest desires begin to come to you. When you place your order from this website, you're backed by our 90-day, 100% money-back guarantee. It's a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee based on your complete satisfaction with your experience. They say that magic is science we don't understand yet, but we now understand the neuroscience behind activating your billionaire brainwave. So I know your life will just keep getting better and better when you take action today. But if for any reason you're not satisfied with your life after listening to the Billionaire Brainwave, just email us or pick up the phone and call us, and we'll refund you every penny on the spot, no questions asked. It's important to me and my family that you feel complete confidence when you order and say yes to what the universe is putting in front of you. That means you don't even need to make a decision right now. Just say maybe, and you'll have a full 90 days to test everything out for yourself. Simply click the button that's below this video you're watching right now and place your order for the Billionaire Brainwave. Once you download the special audio tracks to your phone or computer, I want you to listen to the tracks once a day for 7 minutes. And I want you to do this for the next 25 days in a row. If you do this, there's no doubt in my mind that you'll start seeing more money appear in your life. Now, at our core, no two humans are the same. So the money, wealth, and success comes differently for every person. I don't know exactly what it will look like for you, but you'll know it when you see it. I can't wait for you to experience what life can be like once you've activated your billionaire brainwave. You've come to a very real crossroads in life where you must make a choice between two very different outcomes. Since helping thousands of others like you in the last year, this isn't something to be taken lightly. The first choice is, of course, to do nothing to finally fix the one problem causing you to struggle with no end in sight. You continue to try so hard, hoping and praying the universe comes to your rescue, while nothing continues to go your way. A reality where you're always short on money, constantly trying to hide that embarrassing bank account, forever a slave to bad luck, with overdue bills and worrisome debt always in the back of your mind, living at the mercy of the mega rich who continue spending millions to keep this from you, and never enjoying the wealth and freedom that should be yours. And remember, a tinier hippocampus is just the tip of the iceberg, as it's getting passed down to your kids and then their kids, cursing an entire lineage to struggle endlessly with money or even bad luck with health because you didn't fix it when the solution was right in front of you. And even if you say, oh, it's just bills or debt and stress, I can handle not having money. What if it causes bad luck, sending someone to the hospital? Dr. Summers risked his reputation to bless me with a solution that changed my life almost overnight. And this solution lets you wake up each day refreshed with feelings of bliss as your friends watch in amazement as you begin to attract money and abundance effortlessly while incredible opportunities keep coming to you. What do you want most? Do you want fistloads of cash flowing your way because your theta is finally activated like it is for the luckiest, wealthiest people? Do you want to never worry about money again as the most embarrassing debt and worrisome bills are taken care of because your mind's money-making machinery has undergone the ultimate transformation, blossoming with neural connections that rival many of the smartest people on the planet? Would you like to pick up skills effortlessly as easily as a child learns a language? Would you like to have incredible luck in your corner at the tracks or the casino or with the game? What if you won a grand vacation? Imagine feeling safe and secure in your gated home, your palace of peace and luxury. You're free of the aches and pains draining the color from your life as you attract peaceful healing and health to your body. Your lifeless relationship turns to bliss cascading into nights of passion and love. You're tapped into higher intelligence, helping you solve the most difficult problems as you see your life unfold exactly as you want it to unfold. Your friends and family might even beg to know your secret because they hunger to know what it's like to be behind the wheel of your sexy new sports car, or be filled with the passion that you feel traveling up the ancient wonders of Greece down to the spiritual depths of Thailand, or because they realize you now own the winning lottery ticket of life, free from the shackles of stress and struggles that plague nearly everyone else. While other people are slaves to the grind, chained to the clock while life ticks away, you can just kick back, let the sound waves transport you, and let the money come to you, because you're now harnessing the power of the top neuroscientists and psychologists in America. I know this is the reality you've been longing for, and you may never forgive yourself if you let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Just go ahead and click the button below to take advantage of today's 100% risk-free opportunity to attract the money and success effortlessly. It's time you start enjoying a life where every yes you say becomes more good fortune for you, starting today. I guarantee you'll be satisfied. If not, you don't pay a single penny. To the best of my knowledge, I've become one of the luckiest people alive since the Billionaire Brainwave. So it wouldn't feel right to me or my family if you don't get each and every benefit you deserve and truly watch your life transform. It's not just a policy, but my personal guarantee. It's that simple. Claim the Billionaire Brainwave below now, and it'll be emailed to you immediately. Still watching? Still making your decision? Ever since we've released this breakthrough, we've got all kinds of interest in the Billionaire Brainwave, with people emailing in and asking questions. So I'm just going to answer a few of the most common questions while you're sitting there deciding to secure your copy. The first question is from Jacqueline in Houston, who asks, how fast do I get access to the Billionaire Brainwave? Like I said before, the Billionaire Brainwave is emailed to you immediately as soon as you complete your order. Because it's a digital audio track, you don't have to wait for a physical package to be mailed to your home, which also means you don't have to pay any shipping. You're going to be activating your Billionaire Brainwave in literally less than 2 minutes. And this isn't a marathon. These sound waves begin activating the Billionaire Brainwave inside of you the first time you listen, allowing you to start attracting money effortlessly, just as fast as you can enter your information on the secure checkout page. Amy from Orlando asks, I've kind of always known that manifestation or being lucky were a real thing on some level. Your presentation confirms this. So is the Billionaire Brainwave based on neuroscience? How do I use it? Yes. The Billionaire Brainwave comes from the breakthrough technology discovered by the top neuroscientists and psychologists in America. These researchers found the root cause is in your hippocampus, a region located deep in the brain, hidden within the medial part of the temporal lobe. The hippocampus is tiny but magnificently powerful. It's about the size of a walnut and uniquely responsible for activating the Billionaire Brainwave inside of you. To begin, you simply sit or lay back with a set of headphones for 7 minutes and let the sound waves activate your Billionaire Brainwave. That's it. The Billionaire Brainwave immediately begins to go to work for you, attracting the things you want most. The next email comes from James in Melbourne. He says, how is the Billionaire Brainwave superior to the law of attraction? I tried the law of attraction and it didn't really work for me. The law of attraction exploded in popularity when the movie The Secret came out in 2008. So if that's true, why haven't the millions of people who followed it manifested their deepest desires? The law of attraction in theory is great. However, there's an important piece of the puzzle nobody is talking about. To get the full effects of the law of attraction and other manifestation methods, your brain needs to downregulate its production of beta, the slave wave, and replace it with more theta, the Billionaire Brainwave. And the power source of theta is that tiny walnut-sized region in your brain called the hippocampus. The bigger the hippocampus, the more theta you get. So what you really need is a big and powerful hippocampus. But numerous studies, which were suppressed for years, found that people who did not grow up with wealthy parents had a shrunken hippocampus in their brain, turning their Billionaire Brainwave off. So, if the law of attraction and other manifestation methods didn't work like you hoped, it means you must activate the Billionaire Brainwave or else nothing will ever work for you. You might say using the law of attraction is like trying to turn on the light before it's hooked up to electricity. It doesn't matter how many times you flick the switch, it needs to be connected to the power source first. What makes activating your Billionaire Brainwave so different from the law of attraction is that it treats the real root cause at the source. It's the first theta-based sound wave, outside of the CIA's research vault, proven to uniquely target the hippocampus, immediately putting it back in a highly neuroplastic state, resulting in a hippocampus that grew 6 times faster on average than every other sound wave or frequency. This is what activates your Billionaire Brainwave, allowing you to begin attracting money effortlessly, just like it did for me, my wife, my daughter, my close friends, and now thousands of our customers. The best part is it's just 7 minutes a day and begins working the first time you try it. Next question is from Dorothy in Atlantic City. Will it help me with things that are about luck, like the casino or playing the lotto or betting at the tracks or on the games? The main result of activating your billionaire brainwave is that it begins attracting money effortlessly to you by growing the part of your brain responsible for the elusive theta wave. But a big part of attracting money and wealth isn't just getting a raise or a promotion at work. It's also about winning things. Winning at the casino or slots, winning at the tracks, winning on the game, and even winning on lotto scratchers. We regularly get emails like this one from Dale in Chattanooga, who wrote me and said, "I've been buying lotto scratchers on the way to work for years, but never won more than $60. Today, I won $600. I'm going back tomorrow to get more." Or this one from Ruth in Scottsdale, who wrote and said, "My girlfriends couldn't believe it when my slot machine started ringing and buzzing since we'd only been there for 10 minutes. I won the $6,000 jackpot, and I took everyone to lunch after." No one wins every time, but you win a lot more often when the deck is finally stacked in your favor at the same level it's been stacked in the favor of the luckiest, wealthiest people their whole lives. The best way to find out what'll happen after you activate your billionaire brainwave is to click the button below and give it a shot. Again, you're not really making a decision today. You can try it out, experience the benefits, and then decide if it's for you. You're always protected by our ironclad 90-day guarantee. The next question is from Jerry in Charlotte, who asked, "I'm in sales, and my brother owns a business. Will it help us?" The billionaire brainwave is very helpful for people in sales and business owners in general. I should know since I was in sales when I first activated my billionaire brainwave. Remember, it's not the big soulless corporations that spur the economy. It's the ordinary people like us who are out there every day doing the selling. We are the engine of the economy because nothing good can happen until someone buys the product. And the tricky thing about sales is there's so many pushy salespeople out there, and pushy people push people away, and they get a bad reputation. But that's not an issue when you activate your billionaire brainwave because everything is happening on a subconscious level. One day you'll be talking to a prospect and they'll think, "Wow, I really like this person and I'm feeling like I'd like to buy what they're offering." And then they will go ahead and do that, and you didn't have to do anything different. The billionaire brainwave is just doing what it was designed to do. My sales more than doubled the first week I started using it, and then doubled again the second week. So yes, this will help you in sales, and overall just connecting with people and winning them over to your way of thinking. Kenneth from New York says, "I'm no good at meditation or visualization. I just can't do it. Well, how will this still work for me?" This is a really good question because some people just struggle with meditating and visualizing or really don't like it. The great thing about activating your billionaire brainwave is you're not really meditating, and you don't have to visualize, repeat a mantra, or focus on your breath or whatever. You just kick back with a pair of headphones and let your brain tune in. It's only 7 minutes and you're done. The rest will be happening beneath your awareness, so there's nothing else for you to do except enjoy it as your life begins to unfold exactly as you want it to unfold. All you have to do is click the button below, complete your order, and we'll immediately email it to you. Tracy from Boston emails and says, "What if I'm not looking for more money right now, but my relationship is toxic? Talking with him hasn't helped. Will this help my relationship even if he's not willing to work at it with me?" Well, I was sorry to hear this, Tracy. I know how trapped you can feel in an unhappy relationship, and I want you to know you deserve the best the world has to offer. I truly believe that. So I don't think it's an accident you landed here on this website. Now, to answer your question, we are always attracting things to us, whether we mean to or not. And the neuroscience has clearly shown the overactive beta wave will result in you attracting things you don't want, like a toxic relationship. But since that's true, it means that once we downregulate the beta wave and replace it with theta, your relationship with yourself will begin to transform, which will have dramatic effects on all of your relationships, including your love relationship. My cousin Catherine thought her life was over when her lawyer husband left her for a dancer half her age. But after activating her billionaire brainwave, she overcame her tragic divorce, and soon her dream man, a healing doctor, appeared in her life. He is her lover, her best friend, and her travel companion, and I couldn't be happier for her. We receive a steady stream every week of emails like this one from Susan in Georgia, who said, "It's like I have a new husband. He's been so kind to me. He surprised me with a beautiful arrangement of plumerias, and he's taking me on a road trip this weekend to the mountains. And I didn't even have to say anything to him. This just started happening." Here's another from Elizabeth in St. Pete, Florida, who said, "As a poet, I've always been fascinated with the idea of love, but I found it hurt too much. My last boyfriend turned out to be a narcissist, but after activating my billionaire brainwave, my intuition said, go to Costa Rica. I met a man walking on the beach who was visiting from Florida too, which is where I'm from. Every night, we'd lose ourselves in a symphony of desire, and then I'd fall asleep in his arms, listening to the soft ocean waves. The magic is real." Robert asks, "Is it considered cheating if I use the billionaire brainwave?" I certainly don't think so. Do you consider it cheating when a child is born to mega-rich parents and gets handed everything on a silver spoon? Or were they just lucky? For centuries, we've watched as the wealthiest families grow richer and richer, while we grow poorer and poorer. And if you look at what the government and the media do, their plan is to keep this going forever, making it almost impossible for you to have the lifestyle you want for yourself and your family. Haven't you noticed that until now, every time you make, they take? And they don't call that cheating. They say, that's life, deal with it. So I see no problem with you activating your billionaire brainwave to buy that beautiful estate in that gated neighborhood and loading up your new garage with the cars you've always wanted. I see no problem with you using it to buy that incredible speedboat or fishing vessel. I see no problem with you using it to venture off on that once-in-a-lifetime trip to the pyramids of Egypt, or simply heal your joints from the aches and pains that keep you from the people and things you love. We've received emails from women who said they've gotten promotions at work they never expected, and men who had their secret crush approach them, and I see no problem with you having any of those things too. Christopher from Dallas asks, is it available anywhere else for a lower price? Can I find the audio soundtracks on YouTube or Spotify? We only offer the Billionaire Brainwave direct through this website for a very important reason. I was approached by a large international publisher to offer the Billionaire Brainwave through them. If I did that, the markup they required would make the price at least double what it is now for our customers. All that extra markup makes no sense. It's just added to subsidize all of their overhead and advertising costs, as well as put extra profit in their shareholders' pockets, which would be pointless since you can already order the Billionaire Brainwave from the comfort of your home directly from this website. I was also concerned they might water down the unique theta-based soundwave, which cannot be found anywhere else, including on YouTube or Spotify. In fact, I've had researchers study the tracks offered on those websites, and the results have always been disappointing. For most of them, there was no special technology embedded in the audio sounds. They just tell you that to get clicks and ad revenue. Also, please keep in mind that this one-time special offer is guaranteed today only. If you leave this page and decide you're going to get it tomorrow, we can't guarantee that it will still be available. As you know, we are fighting some very powerful people to keep this website online. The sooner we can email the Billionaire Brainwave direct to you, the safer it is. But here's an example. Just click the button below now to go to our secure order checkout page, enter your information, and we'll email it immediately to you, including 3 free bonuses, plus the brand new super bonus that we're providing free to everyone who completes their checkout by today. Kate asks, how fast will I get results? The short answer is that the time to results will vary for everybody. No two humans are the same down to the cellular level, so the money in manifesting wealth and success comes differently for every person. I got an extra $1,800 by the 3rd day, and things just keep getting better from there, and it hasn't stopped. I'm writing to you from the south of France right now. But if you're the type who thinks you can listen to it just one time and never again, then you probably won't get much out of this. The universe likes to reward people who are serious and persistent. It's not realistic to think you can listen to this just one time ever and a briefcase of money will just appear at your doorstep. Your Billionaire Brainwave gets more and more activated each day you listen to it. So to stack the deck the most in your favor, I want you to listen to this for 7 minutes a day for the next 25 days in a row. If you do this, there's no doubt in my mind that you'll start seeing more money appear in your life. I don't know exactly what it will look like for you because I don't know what your deepest desire is, but you'll know it when you see it. Morgan wants to know, is there a guarantee? Yes, your order is fully guaranteed. When you place your order from this website, you're backed by our 90-day, 100% money-back guarantee. It's a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee based on your complete satisfaction with your experience. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your life after activating your Billionaire Brainwave, just email us or pick up the phone and call us, and we'll refund you every penny on the spot, no questions asked. It's important to me and my family that you feel complete confidence when you order and say yes to what the universe is putting in front of you. That means you don't even need to make a decision right now. Just say maybe, and you'll have a full 90 days to test everything out for yourself. Simply click the button that's below this video you're watching right now and place your order for the Billionaire Brainwave. Okay, last question. What do I do now? This is the fun part. After you click the button below and enter your order details on our secure checkout page, we'll immediately email you the Billionaire Brainwave. You're one click away right now, and it takes less than 60 seconds. And again, remember your order is covered by our 90-day, 100% money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to you at all. I can't wait for you to activate your Billionaire Brainwave and never have to worry about overdue bills or debt as money begins to appear in your life, often in the most unexpected ways, and then as it keeps flowing in, forever changing where you live, where you eat, where you shop, and where you travel. Before I activated my Billionaire Brainwave, my life was one string of bad luck after another. Things always fell into place for other people, but never for me. None of my positive thinking or manifestation worked. I couldn't provide the life I wanted for my daughter, Sarah. My relationship with my wife was on the rocks. It was like my whole family had a curse cast against us. I don't want you to struggle with that. And you might say, oh, it's just a rough patch, or it's just bills and debt and living paycheck to paycheck. That's how it is for everyone. I can deal with some bad luck. but all it takes is one piece of bad luck to send someone to the hospital or worse. Remember, the scientists were floored to find the root cause of a shrunken hippocampus was growing up in a household without wealthy parents. That means if it's not addressed, it is getting passed down to your kids and their kids, cursing an entire lineage to struggle endlessly with money, happiness, or even bad luck with their health because it wasn't fixed when the solution was directly in front of you. Dr. Summers did something very risky for you and I, and it paid off big time. Now it's your turn. I don't want the extraordinary risk he took securing this breakthrough to be in vain. I've done everything possible to make activating your Billionaire brainwave affordable and attainable to anyone who needs it. There's not many things you can buy that make such a difference in your life. For just $39, you can go out and have dinner for that price, but it's not going to really transform your life. You're leaving that restaurant the same person you were when you walked in, with the same worries and frustration you had when you stepped inside. $39 is less than the cost of filling your gas tank these days. So this is an incredible value. And if you're still watching to this point, if you're still relating what I'm talking about to your own life, then this could be the single biggest change you make to your wealth and life in years. Activate your Billionaire brainwave now. Go ahead, click the button below now to go to our secure order checkout page, enter your information, and we'll email it immediately to you. You're always protected by our 90-day ironclad satisfaction guarantee, so there's really nothing to lose. You deserve to have money and incredible opportunities come to you, and you can get it today when you activate your Billionaire brainwave. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless.